So this is the dumbest thing that I came across, and I was going to do like a solo video, but since we're here, I wanted to talk about it. Like, did you see when this law professor came to Congress and got into a argument with Senator Hartley, or whatever his name is, like a right-wing senator, and they got into a thing about women's rights and the phrase people who have the capacity for pregnancy, which is the dumbest shit I ever heard. You haven't heard this?
I haven't heard this.
Yeah, this is dead ass. So he checked her on that, and she got mad. She got mad, but she was trying to be sophisticated in how she attacked him, and she was like, "Yeah." He's like, "So this is no longer women's rights?" He's like, "No, this can be a part of women's rights." He said, "But not only women can get pregnant, there's also trans men and non-binaries who can get pregnant either." He was like, "So then what are we talking about here?" And he was, I don't know whether he was being genuine or not, but he just said, "Hey, I want you to clarify." And she started attacking him, and the worst talking point that these liberals and others have is when they say this is what leads to violence against the trans community, this sort of transphobic sort of talk. I was like, no, you can't have it like that. You can't sit there and say merely disagreeing with someone on how they use self-referential terms, or even if you just disagree with their viewpoints or lifestyle, just magically leads to violence against them. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, based on that logic, if I don't agree with smoking crack, me saying I disagree with smoking crack leads to violence against crackheads.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
well, I disagree with crack. Get them.
That's crack phobic.
Get them junkies.
That's crack phobic.
We heard somebody say they disagree.
Actually,
with the smoking of crack.
Actually, no. Crackheads, people don't identify as crackheads anymore. They are professional drug users. Low key, I had this thought. I really had this thought. Like, I drink sometimes. Not, I'm not a heavy drinker, but I drink for fun. And I thought about it when someone said, when people try to say, "Oh, you're an alcoholic," I'm like, no. I'm about to start checking them on that. Like, no, that's a slur. And I'm not an alcoholic. I am a professional drinker. There's a difference.
But professional means you get paid for it, though, right?
I pay myself.
All right, guys, I'm struggling to find a good spot for this phone. I'm sorry. I might just have to hold it. That's what she said.
But that's just dumb. Like, again, I don't agree at like beating up LGBTQIA ABC people, but I don't agree beating up.
It's the longest word I ever known.
I don't know where that's from.
Sesame Street.
That must be the real old Sesame Street.
Yeah, that was Big Bird. He didn't know that the alphabet was separate letters. He thought it was one word. And
that was before I was born.
Probably.
I did not see that part of Big Bird.
Actually, no, I was grown when that came out. I just remember seeing it, and it was funny as hell.
If you were grown when it came out, then...
I was like in my early teens when it came out. I just thought it was funny.
I was born in '93, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh, anyway, it was just funny.
I get you, but the point is, like, I don't condone violence against them. Like, attacking somebody just because they're gay or trans or anything in between is of course wrong.
I don't condone violence on any front unless it's for purpose of defense, protecting the state, stuff like that, like those sorts of things. But attacking people just because you disagree with them, no. And telling people that disagreeing with folks leads to violence is
stupid.
It's just as stupid, because you can't. How are you going to have?
How do you have free speech?
How are you going to have free, like? Well, before you even get into free speech, how are you going to even have
a conversation?
How are you going to even have rational conversations with people where you cannot disagree, because disagreeing somehow leads to violence? Like, what inference ticket gives you that to say that disagreeing with X leads to violence? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. And like, I'm a progressive. Like, I'm not like most people in the black manosphere that are like black conservatives for just
just for the sake of being conservative.
Yeah, just for the sake of being conservative. Like, I'm a progressive, but I'm a free speech progressive, which means I don't condone like shutting down what someone says or how they say it just because I don't like it or other people don't like it. No, you know, I'm all for free speech, free thought, personal freedoms. That's political freedom, that sort of thing. So if you know, if something's not your cut of the jib, then oh well, I don't care. Grow up.
At this point,
like some of you really need to get punched in the face or get thrown to the mat or go shoot an animal or something. Like the fuck. Like some of you are soft as fuck. Like, he disagreed with me. That's gonna cause violence. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, but man, you Gen Z is a fucking soft as shit, and some of you millennials are as well. Like, I can see what happened when they removed gym out of high school and middle school. Y'all soft as shit. Y'all never wrestled or anything. Someone touched you like, sir. Y'all need to play dodgeball with that one guy that was ready to fuck you up with their balls right up in the front of the line. That's what y'all need.
But nah, like, I mean, like I said, I didn't hear about it. I didn't watch it, but if that's what she said, like,
no, she literally said that, like, it was a back and forth, and it went viral, like, on all the news networks, Young Turks, The Hill, Breaking Point.
But here's my issue with this, with the whole argument of, you know, the whole notion of people who have the capacity for pregnancy. This sounds stupid.
Just
say female. Like,
just female. You could just say a biological female.
You
like,
can't. Well, then they're going to say that's a slur. I don't know, because they think anything that deals with science that doesn't go with their ideology is a slur. I mean, look.
Or what do they say? Someone who was,
because
someone who was assigned female at birth. Okay,
that's still
dumb as fuck. I'm just gonna say biological female.
It is stupid, because only the female of the human species has a womb to give birth.
And let's get to the root of that. Why are they assigned female at birth? Because they have a fucking vagina. I don't know anyone who's born with a 3-inch dick and they say female. Show me the case. I don't want to see any pictures, but no, give me the case where someone was born with a big dick and balls and they said female.
I don't know, but then they make the argument, well, what if the female can't reproduce? Like, yeah, that's true, some women can't have children, but that's such a rare case. But it doesn't change the fact that at the time of their birth, they were female. They were female.
And that doesn't even help their situation, because that's just like, you know, some people are born without certain mental capacities. Does that mean
they're not human? Or some men are born,
or not human, just like, so does that rob all people of personhood just because some people don't have those capacities that we would typically see as necessary or sufficient conditions for personhood? No, like, that's stupid.
Yeah. I like that. Now I'm gonna use that one. I don't know. I'm just tired of the whole. I just don't see the point of, us getting this far in society to now we have to restructure gender.
Well, this is why the right wing are winning, because a lot of people are turned, like, you're losing allies. And I'm gonna switch to a different video, because I know, like, if people like me, they have a small attention span and can't watch long videos. So part 2 coming up next.